Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015 whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time on the Friday Fix and 1 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday at the Sunday Town Hall. Thanks for our last Town Hall meeting. It was pretty exciting. We had new people come in, some viewers. Shout out to Steve, solid guy that came in there, and Cam. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff going on. So, Wes, what's going on in the world today?
Well, I mean, of course, we got some news from Elon Musk again. Musk renews firing threat after being stymied by federal officials. Elon Musk, President Trump's point person to root out what he says is government waste, on Monday renewed his threat to fire federal workers who do not comply with his demand to justify their jobs, even after the Trump administration said workers did not have to respond. The U.S. agency that oversees federal employees said Monday they could ignore a weekend email from Musk that required them to summarize their work or face losing their jobs. The directive sparked widespread confusion across the federal government and raised questions about how much actual authority Musk, the world's richest man, possesses within the administration. As the deadline for response grew near on Monday, Musk, whom Trump appointed to head up a newly named Department of Government Efficiency that Trump has tasked to radically downsize the government, seemed to acknowledge that his plan had run aground. The email request was utterly trivial, as the standard for passing the test was to type some words and press send. Musk posted on X, the social media site he owns, yet so many failed, even that inane test, urged on his, in some cases, by their managers. So basically, man, this guy is doing, to me, he's like almost like degrading federal workers, trying to get them to quit by doing things that don't matter. You're wasting tax dollars with these games that you're playing. At the end of the day, he basically came out and told everyone, "Hey, write me an essay on why you should and what you do, summarize your job, and why you should basically keep your job." These are grown people. You know what I mean? These are
he's sending them emails asking them. He's like, "Give me a rundown of what you did last week. Tell me everything that you did that you accomplished." And it's like, he's treating them like that's how he does his employees. That's what he did to them at Twitter. That's what he does to the people at Tesla. He's a bully. And he's, some people, like I always say, some people shouldn't be allowed in power. Like Elon Musk, he doesn't care about America. Watch what happens when whatever they're doing fails. He gets fired, and Trump kicks him out. He's like, "Look, you're making me look too bad. My poll numbers are too low," because his poll numbers are low now. They're hiding them from him, but his poll numbers are low now. Watch when he gets rid of Elon. You know what Elon's going to do? He's going to leave. All the damage he does. That's my one thing. That's why I don't like Elon. That's why I don't like Kash Patel, because they have allegiances to other companies, other countries.
That's the whole entire Trump administration. You got Gabby, whatever her name is. You know what I mean? Like, she has allegiances to Russia. They all do. All of them do down the line. You can look at them. Some of them got tattoos to tell you where their allegiance, really lies at. This person has done nothing but, if you look at what Elon Musk is about, he's tasked with basically destroying America. That's his job. He came in looking at USAID because China told him to, because they understand that's a strong arm that's a strong appendage of like the CIA and other special forces that America has to be able to say, "Hey, I need to send a little bit of money over here to get this information out of wherever I'm at, or I need to send a little aid over here to make sure that we're okay in this region." And so he came in with that task to destroy the American government from within. Yeah, and he's doing a great job of it, while Trump sits by and idly lets him do it, because he's a part of the whole entire plot as well. This isn't. I'm not separating Trump and Elon. They're one and the same to me. They came into this one and the same. They're one and the same. Period.
Yeah, and for me, I look at it like this. A lot of people are cheering this on, and to those people, no one likes them. No way. That's what it is. That's how I look at it, because they don't have anyone that they care about that's going to be affected by it, because nobody likes to deal with them anyways. And I saw somebody online today, and they were like, "Yeah, well, the majority of America decided this." I'm like, "No, they didn't. It was a quarter of America, a little, like 2 million over a quarter of America. The rest of if you set it out, you set it out. That's on you." But I like how they told, the FBI and the Department of Defense, they're like, ignore that email. Ain't nobody listening to him. He don't run nothing over here. You know what I'm saying? Even though the DOD just, Department of Defense or the Pentagon, they just fired a whole bunch of workers today.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening across the board, like you were saying during our Sunday town hall. I mean, they're firing people from everywhere. It's pretty bad. But to have someone who can just play a game with people's lives, I think that's what he's trying to get them to feel. That kind of stress and angst. He's trying to get the federal workers to feel, so they just quit. So they just move on, because that's the only way. But he doesn't understand. Like, a lot of people don't understand. Really, like this guy said the other day, that those are made up jobs. Like, what are you talking about? Those aren't even real jobs. Are you serious? Just because someone's telling you that this isn't a real job doesn't mean this is not a real job. We understand that running up a country of our size and a GDP of our magnitude, economy of our magnitude scale, takes a lot of people to be able to do it efficiently. Eventually, you can probably bust down the numbers somewhat. They said that during Clinton's presidency, he got rid of about 350,000 federal workers at that time. But it was done in a manner consistent with efficiency, not just slicing people, cutting them off.
Well, yeah, they don't have a plan for it. They're just firing people. I mean, the smart thing to do is to sit back, evaluate everyone, see what their job does, see if their job is wasteful, see if it's not. They don't care. They're just like, okay, we just want to slash prices. So all you new employees, y'all got to go. This department, y'all can do better. And they think that the people that are still there are going to work double or triple times hard for his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because they could just quit and go to the private sector. Honestly, they act like people need these jobs.
People act like they don't understand that the economy is interconnected. The fact of the matter is, they're cutting these jobs so they can try and show some kind of savings somewhere, so they can, when they push this huge tax cut that they're pushing, this $6.5 trillion to $11 trillion tax cut and tax breaks for the wealthy down your throat, that you'll be fine with it because you believe they found some money elsewhere. They've lied about the figures so many times that people are believing them. Someone said to me 2.7 trillion they found, which is a blatant lie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that they're lying. I'm saying that wherever they found that information from, that's a lie. And everyone knows this already. There's no way they're going to be able to find enough money in cuts or whatever else. Or how am I going to give you $5,000 when I need it? It's your money, basically. I'm basically giving you your money. And running up the debt and then making sure I take it from you later, because inflation is going to come and eat that ass up when it's time. We all know this already.
Because somebody told me, or I saw a post today, it said, hey, our $5,000 checks are coming out February 31st.
Which is never. February. What's that for February? You know what I'm saying?
February 31st. I looked at it and I was like, wait a minute. That don't make no sense.
They're never coming. That's why they said next year. That's why they're like, hey, we're going to give you y'all money next year if we find the savings. Up to $5,000.
Up to $5,000.
It's not clearly that. So I mean, what they're not telling us right now is that they're making these cuts willy-nilly. They don't care who gets cut. You've cut nuclear officials. You've cut bird flu officials. You've cut people that you had to try and go back and rehire because you have no idea what you're doing. You lied to people about Social Security. That's why we don't hear about it anymore now, because now you understand. You understand what you said was a lie, and you just keep on moving on to the next lie because it's easier. And you know what I'm saying, for you to keep lying, people keep on passing on your lies, than for you to make up and tell the truth about what's really happening. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing from this right here. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me that people don't really realize this guy has no clue how to run a country. It's different.
People don't realize Donald Trump ran the country into the ground last time. You know what I'm saying? And then why Joe Biden was trying to fix it, he was getting resistance. It's whatever. It's neither here nor there. We're in a whole new system now. It's no longer the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? We're in Trump's world right now. But I'm saying he ran America into the ground, and everyone was like, let's do it again. Because you got to own libs online. There was nobody in your face you got to see crying unless you went to a protest. You got to own libs online, and now all I see people online is like, I didn't think they was going to fire my wife from our government job. I feel betrayed. The farmers are out there like, look, we bought all this equipment. We had to pay with our own money, and the government was supposed to pay us back. And the farmers are like, now they're not paying us back. Like, I need that money.
It seems like that what make, like you said, owning people. That's what make the hope for me, your misery. You know what I mean? It's what makes these people happy. It's just weird to me because in reality, it's truly their misery. If you look at the numbers, you guys are the uneducated. You guys are the poor. You guys are the ones who are taking most of all these different government subsidies. You guys are getting all these things, but now you're gonna have to deal with it because he's trying to cut $880 billion from Medicare. They've
Well,
already
you see it
signed
now.
off.
The red states are like, wait a minute, this is affecting my constituents. These are affecting my people because we live in states where we can fund ourselves. We're fine. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the Republicans coming out. Hey, man, can you not cut this in my state that's taking these jobs off? You see Republicans, hey, I'm getting fired from my job. My wife lost her job. This is not what I voted for.
Hey, someone in our comments tried to mention when you said that our state can take care of itself. They were like, oh, well, why are you guys crying about federal funding, freezing federal funding? I said, well, because if you put money into something, you're going to expect money out of it. If I'm going to put some money into something, I'm going to expect my just due when it comes time. I'm not going to say, oh, well, we don't need that. You guys just keep our money and put it on top with everyone else's. The people who are voting against our own interests and everything else. That's why. That's why you ask for stuff like that. That's why because it's a part of what we're supposed to get. But we're putting more money in than what we're getting out, just like California and all the other blue states.
Yeah. And the reason I complain about, I guess I care about other people. I don't like to watch people suffer. That's just something I just don't enjoy to do. Some people enjoy it. They're like, oh, look at all these people starving and dying in America. Ha, 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 they're homeless now. I don't like to watch people suffer. So, yeah, I'm why are you freezing all these federal funds? Like, it doesn't make, because they have no, it's basically destroy, or it's like fire, destroy, rebuild.
I don't think they're even trying to rebuild anything. What are they? Only thing they care about is big business. Big business doesn't have to rebuild because nothing got destroyed for them.
Yeah, but I mean, like, are you going to have enough private security to fight all the citizens that ain't got nothing better to do with their time but attack you? You know what I'm saying? You can only run for so long because once you destroy America, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to turn on you. Ever seen that movie Civil War, the new one they came out with?
Yeah,
that's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's kind of where we're at a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The states are about to split up, but I mean, we're going to keep you informed on this as the world turns. I got one here.